Is there any way to kill a thread? Is it possible to terminate a running thread without setting / checking any flags / semaphores / etc.?
It is generally a bad pattern to kill a thread abruptly, in Python, and in any language. Think of the following cases. The thread is holding a critical resource that must be closed properly. The thread has created several other threads that must be killed as well. The nice way of handling this, if you can afford it, if you are managing your own threads, is to have an exit_request flag that each thread checks on a regular interval to see if it is time for it to exit. For example, in this code, you should call stop on the thread when you want it to exit, and wait for the thread to exit properly using join. The thread should check the stop flag at regular intervals. There are cases, however, when you really need to kill a thread. An example is when you are wrapping an external library that is busy for long calls, and you want to interrupt it. The following code allows, with some restrictions, to raise an exception in a Python thread. Based on Killable Threads by Tomer Philiba. The quote about the return value of pythread state_setAsyncX appears to be from an old version of Python. As noted in the documentation, this is not a magic bullet because if the thread is busy outside the Python interpreter, it will not catch the interruption. A good usage pattern of this code is to have the thread catch a specific exception and perform the cleanup. That way, you can interrupt a task and still have proper cleanup.
A multiprocessing.process can p.terminate. In the cases where I want to kill a thread, but do not want to use, I promote the threads to full-blown processes. For code that makes use of just a few threads, the overhead is not that bad. For example, this comes in handy to easily terminate helper threads which execute blocking I/O. The conversion is trivial. In related code, replace all threading.thread with multiprocessing.process and all queue.queue with multiprocessing.queue and add the required calls of p.terminate to your parent process which wants to kill its child p. See the Python documentation for multiprocessing. Example.
There is no official API to do that, no. You need to use platform API to kill the thread, for example thread_kill, or terminate thread. You can access such API for example through Pythonwin, or through C types. Notice that this is inherently unsafe. It will likely lead to uncollectible garbage, from local variables of the stack frames that become garbage, and may lead to deadlocks, if the thread being killed has the GIL at the point when it is killed.
If you are trying to terminate the whole program, you can set the thread as a daemon. See thread.daemon.
Please consider